We're in Stevens Point, Wisconsin for another LBR at your LBS. Yes, we're at the Hostel Shop. Everyone knows the Hostel Shop. It's been in business for many years and now they've got a new owner. Please remember that none of these LBR at your LBS shows would be possible without TerraCycle, makers of exquisite parts and accessories for your bent. Guys, let's head on inside. Wow, this place is huge. Amazing. Breanna.
Gary, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in today.
Well, it's great to be here at the Hostel Shop. So I was hoping maybe we could take a few minutes and maybe sit down on a couple of trikes and chat a little bit about the Hostel Shop and you.
Absolutely, that would be great.
Let's do it. Okay, Breanna, let's talk for a minute, if we could, about how you became the owner of the Hostel Shop.
Absolutely. So about July of 2018, I stopped into the Hostel Shop doing kind of an undercover mission for a bike shop that I manage in Marshfield called the Sports Den. And the reason I came in here is because I know that Rolf and Barb have an amazing store and that they did really good merchandising and marketing of their product. And Rolf and the owner of the Sports Den have been friends for a while, and they had been chatting over the phone. And so I kind of came down here to check it out and see if there were any little tips and tricks that I could use to implement over there. And Rolf was not aware that I was kind of on a covert mission there that day, but he took me in back and kind of gave me a full tour of the store, and we started talking about the direction of the bicycle industry and where they have grown their business in the recumbent industry and where they were in their life. And what I thought was a joke at the time, Rolf said, you know, have you ever considered buying a business or buying the Hostel Shop? And I said, no, it never entered my mind. And he's like, well, I think it would be a good fit. My husband is actually a professor at UW-Stevens Point here in town. And he's like, you already know the bike industry. So he's like, I really think it would be a good fit. And I kind of laughed and chuckled for a while and didn't think anything of it. So eventually conversations continued. We were in touch with a broker that they had been working with to secure the deal. And the more information I got, the more Rolf was right. It made sense. It was a very good decision. They have built a great business. The ties that they have with their vendors like ICE and HP, and the ties that they have had with their customers, and that's just expanded dramatically in the last probably 5 years through the website and things like that. And it was just kind of a no-brainer at that point.
And then you became the owner and took over when?
May 15th was the closing date. First day in the store was May 16th. So we were at lawyers and stuff the 15th.
Okay, so what, 2 months or so in? How's it going for you as far as so you're well versed in the bike business, but the recumbents is something new. So tell me how that's going for you.
It is. That is new to me. I am learning a little bit every day. I would still say that I personally am in a transition to the back end. So in the past, Rolf was the brains behind the operation, and Barb did all the bookkeeping. And right now I am replacing both of them. So a lot of my time the last 2 months has been the less fun bookkeeping side of things, with setting up accounts, figuring out all the different payment processes and things like that. With the luxury of being able to have so many different brands from all over the world, simple things like currency and wire transfers are things that I never knew about before that I'm learning about now. So actually getting out and riding the bikes and getting to play on them has not been something I've been able to do too much of. I have gone out a couple times, but right now it's been a lot of transitional stuff on the backside. But
to your advantage, though, you have a great crew here working for you with tremendous experience that you can trust to handle this until you can come up to speed, yes?
Absolutely. That was one of the big reasons that it was a no-brainer for me, in the fact that the staff here is very dedicated, very knowledgeable. They've been here for a long time for the most part. The retention is really good, which speaks really highly of the type of employers that Rolf and Barb were, that employees wanted to stick around as long as they have. And so it's been easy for me. I haven't been out here to have to handle the day-to-day customer interactions because I know that the staff here has it under control. And eventually, my background is much more customer facing. I prefer that. So once we start to get in a groove in the back office, I'm really hoping to be out here more forward facing with the customers.
And for our Hostel Shop customer viewers out there, you can be assured then, I guess, with the staff that is on site here, that you'll have that continuity. So the kind of experience that you had with the Hostel Shop in the past was going to be seamlessly continued?
Absolutely, yep. Jessie is still handling a lot of the phone calls and emails and things like that. Ann is still rocking it in our shipping and receiving department, making sure that everything's getting out in a timely fashion. Our staff in the service department is all still here. The service department is an area we are looking to expand and fine-tune even more, so that way we can offer an even better service product, especially with the increase in electric bikes and stuff, some of the different nuances involved with that. So that is an area that we're looking to increase, in fact. So.
That's great. Well, you know, in the time we've been here, the last day or two, I've seen what a busy, exciting, vibrant place this is, and I am kind of anxious to get a better look and show our viewers everything that has to do with the Hostel Shop, all different parts that you'd like to show us. So how about a little tour? What do you think?
I think we can do that.
Let's go.
Okay, so we do have a very wide variety of recumbent vendors that are here on our sales floor, and a lot of them are really prominently displayed on our racks here. Right behind you right now, we have our green speeds and our cat trikes. On the other side of the display, we have our ices, HPs, and Terra trikes. And then for all those vendors, we also have electric versions. You know, a lot of their models, that's a really growing category for us. And so those are all along the windows on the back wall and over there, and that includes Haza, again, cat trike, ice, things like that.
So you do have a few of the Delta trikes, the Haza trikes.
Absolutely, yep. And those have been, we actually had a customer in a couple of weeks ago that came in, they already had the Hazas, but they actually bought the linkages, and they ended up linking 3 of them together, which was pretty impressive to watch.
How about in terms of accessories for your recumbents? What do you have here of note?
So we do carry a lot of accessories specific to the recumbent industry. We have stuff over here that are from ice and things, different headrests and things like that can really help with any neck pain and things that you can have on longer rides. We have tons of high visibility product, not only apparel, but we also have the flags, the mirrors, lights, all things that can help you be seen by motorists, which is a very, very big priority for me, is to make sure that any rider that we send out on rather a traditional bike or a recumbent bike is going to be safe out there. So this is an area that after you guys kind of pick out your trike and we need to make some modifications to it, we can bring it over here. We've got some nice handy trike stands that we can put it in. I kind of like to call this my customization station. So you've got some accessories you want us to throw on, we can put them over here, but also just make sure that it's fitted to you properly before you go out on your test ride. So we have our test track right outside the door here. So we get everything set up, ready to go, and then we just set you up with a nice bright helmet, maybe a tail light, and send you on your way.
And I notice also you have an interesting device over here. What is this used for?
Yep, so this is, again, kind of getting that fitting and sizing figured out. It helps with your inseam and exseam, so we can adjust the boom length properly. So that way, again, you have a ride that's going to be as best fitted for you as possible. So we are heading into our service department first. So this is where, if you guys have any issues with your bikes or trikes, you bring it in. We have a great staff here that can really help get you up and rolling again. All of our bikes are assembled back here. Accessories and things like that. Some of the more technical accessories are put on here. So this is kind of where the magic happens behind the scenes.
Okay, well, this apparently is where it all actually does happen. What do we have going on behind us here?
Yep, so this is our service center. This is where we have 6 different stations set up for bicycle and recumbent maintenance and repairs. We have a really highly trained staff that have been doing this for years now. We've got custom recumbent stands that, your average bike shop isn't going to have a stand that can accommodate the type of positioning that we need to be able to get at all the parts. We've got wash centers to clean up the parts. We've got our computers and things like that back here. So,
all right, how's it going back there, guys?
Excellent.
Thumbs up all around. We've got towering bins left and right. Where are we?
We are in the warehouse. This is where all of the product that either backstock from the sales floor or all of the amazing product that you see on our website. This is where it is all super organized and stored. Each product that you see on our website has a very specific bin location. So as soon as you place your order, when Ann gets that order, she's able to right away say, oh, John ordered this, this, and this, and these are in bin 38708 and here, and she takes her cart and she stocks it up, and then you have your product going out the door.
This is Ann, who everyone's been talking about in shipping. So once you go to the warehouse and pick those things that get sent to you guys, here's how it actually gets sent. Ann, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, Gary. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. What do we got going on here? What's going out?
Well, we've got a customer ordered some tires. I'm taking care of processing the order, shipping it out to them because they want to get these parts quickly, so we want to process these orders and get them shipped.
What you guys are known for. So here's your little mailing label. Here's the package. Show me what happens. How does this work?
Well, once it's packed, I weigh it, print the label, and then I put the label on it. I process the order, and I put a paid receipt in there, and it goes off to the customer this afternoon.
So, well, we won't mention any names, but some tires.
Yes.
What do we got here?
Couple Schwalbe Marathon tires.
Schwalbe Marathon's coming out.
Yep.
If you ordered them, there they are.
There.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Ann.
Thanks, Gary.
I'm feeling kind of at home right now. This is photography, videography. What do you do here?
This is our photo studio. So a lot of our recumbent products are, they don't have really good photos for our website. So we actually take all the photos that are on our website for a lot of our recumbent stuff right here. So Jessie and some of our other staff use this equipment, and that way they have really accurate pictures of what you're getting. It's not just a stock image and you have to wonder, is that really the right color or not? Like, you're getting the actual picture of the product that we have in our store.
We're here with Jessie at the Hostel Shop. Jessie, how you doing today?
Fine, thanks, Gary.
Well, I'm wondering, first of all, what exactly is it that you do here?
I'm the sales and marketing manager here at the Hostel Shop, and I've worked here for 32 years now, Gary.
Wow. Okay, so you had plenty of experience here from the old Hostel Shop to the new Hostel Shop. You've worked all that time since.
Yes.
How long has the Hostel Shop been here?
The Hostel Shop has been at this location since 2005. I helped with the move in November of 2005. And it was located downtown Stevens Point, starting in 1974, and we had a couple different locations down there, but we were on Main Street prior to moving out here. It's a fantastic location and a great place to come test ride too.
All right, so that's kind of leading into the next question I have for you. So if I'm a customer walking in looking for a recumbent here at the Hostel Shop, first time customer, what should I expect as an experience as I walk in the door? What am I going to see and what am I going to hear from you guys?
Well, when you first come to the Hostel Shop, we like to talk to you a little bit about how you like to ride, where you like to ride. Try to put you on a trike that's going to suit your needs, whether you're riding long distance or touring, or you just want to casually tool around your neighborhood. So we're going to assess your needs, then we'll pick out a couple different trikes for you to compare, and then adjust them to fit your leg length. And then you'll be able to take them out for a spin on our lovely bike trails or around the business park. It's lightly traveled roads here. And if you want to take it out for a 20-mile ride east of town, we'll give you a map and let you go out for a couple hours. It's important to get out of the parking lot and really give it a spin and make sure it's going to be the right trike for you.
Okay, and so in terms of the sales and after the sales then for the Hostel Shop, what might I expect if I go ahead and choose just the right trike that you've helped me select?
Yes.
What am I going to find out after I've purchased the trike?
Well, we like to support our customers, whether they're buying here in store or they take it home and they live far away from us. We can offer technical support over the phone. We can ship you parts if you need it. A lot of times if people like to come back for service and, we make an appointment and allow you to come and, sit here and hang out and visit with us all day and we'll work on your bike and have you test ride it when it's done and make sure it's working properly. You also, after you buy the bike, you get a free checkup, so we make sure, if you're having any issues, or even if you're not, you can come back and we'll do one service on it for you. It's included in every sale.
Okay, well known around the recumbent world, at least, the service level that the Hostel Shop provides to its customers. So that's great.
Thanks, Gary.
Okay, of course. All right, and maybe we can talk for just a second about the service department then as well. So that's something that you guys pride yourselves on. It's not just if you've bought your recumbent here, right?
Yes, we do. We service any make, model, brand. It may be harder for us to get parts for the brands we don't carry, but we can certainly facilitate that and try to get something if you need it.
Well, Jessie, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us at the Laidback Bike Report, and we appreciate all you do at the Hostel Shop. It's nice to see you.
Thanks, Gary.
We are now here with Scott. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. We're glad to be here. So let's start out, first of all, by telling us what you do here at the Hostel Shop.
I'm the store manager. I do a little bit of everything here. Cleaning, building, ordering, selling.
Okay, so all the major things, and then you supervise people doing those things as well.
I hire, fire, schedule, take care of problems.
And did you just start last week?
I hope not. But almost a month ago, I got fired and rehired when we changed ownership.
But how long have you been with the Hostel Shop?
20 years, since about 2000.
What were you doing when you first came here?
I was sales, floor, management, a mix of everything.
So for a guy who's been on the floor for 20 years, I guess the question I'd like to ask is, what has been like the major change that you've seen here?
The biggest change is from the two-wheeled recumbents to the trikes. About 2008, 2009, we saw a big shift. When I first started, we had Lightning, we had Rans, we had Vision, and then we had HP Velotechnic, Bichetta, and then we had Volet come along. In 2002, we started designing the Volets. They came into production in 2003. And
at this point, those are out of production, right?
Volet just ended. We sold our last brand new Volet on Friday. 2008, 2009, we saw the market start to shift to more of the three-wheeled recumbent trikes. We had always had green speeds, organic engines, and a few other brands, Haza. And then as time went on, the trikes took over, and we have multiple brands now.
And at this stage, you are selling, in terms of recumbents, almost exclusively trikes at this point, yes?
Yes, exclusively.
Okay. And the e-assist, we're always asking people about that. We're sitting on a couple of e-assist trikes right here. A large percentage of your sales?
Getting up close to 50%. About the recumbent rally, we did 25 straight. I was part of 20 of those. The rally is not happening this summer. That doesn't mean it may not come back. We're talking about that among management here. It's something that, we had to make a decision when the store was sold to the new owner, and had nothing to do with the new owner, but we're looking at how we can up the recumbent market here, sales, bring more customers in and have more fun, and hopefully in the future we'll have that event again.
Well, Scott, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your obviously very busy day. We've had to wait for a little while for Scott. He's been I'm sure you're busy every day. So thanks for taking the time out to share those thoughts with the Laidback Bike Report.
Thanks, Gary.
I am partial to the color that you picked, as you can probably tell, because it is Laidback Bike Report green.
Yep.
Tell me about how you found out about the Hostel Shop. How did you know to even come here?
The web. Coming from Mankato, Minnesota, you search for trikes and there's literally no place you can go that has more than one trike. So this is the only place like within 12 or 15 hours that has a whole bunch of trikes. So.
They do. All right, Maxwell is setting me up here, getting me adjusted for our test ride on this ice sprint. What do you think?
Your leg length is just fine. If you unclip for a second,
Yep.
put your heel on this,
Mm-hmm.
pedal all the way backwards to the longest distance you can. Should be able to pop your knee in just a little bit there. Looks good.
I think so. All right, looking good. Let's do it. All right, Breanna, so now we're in the center of the shop. What goes on here at the desk?
So this is where we close the sale. So basically we have spent the time with the customers either on the floor or on the phone or via email, and we have gotten to know what needs you have, what products you're looking for. And this is where we just kind of make sure that everything, we ring up your quotes, we ring up the final sale. So we make sure we get your emails correctly so that way you can get, stay in contact with our newsletter. We make sure that we have, you get copies of your receipts and that everything on there is exactly what you wanted.
And as you were telling me a little bit earlier, let's not forget that you can not only just come and maybe look at some bikes and walk out, you could kind of hang out a little bit here. Do you have some facilities for that?
Absolutely. Yep. We have a lounge area with some really comfortable couches and chairs. We just installed a new big screen TV set up over there. We're in construction and planning. We're going to have a buffet set up over there, kind of a mini fridge, and some fruits and vegetables eventually will be set up over there. And then the other thing is we've actually partnered with the gym next door, Adventure 212. So there's a lot of times where customers will come in and one person is shopping and the significant other is maybe just the driver. Or, and so they, instead of just sitting here and hanging out, we have free day passes so people can come over and go over to the spa or the facility next door too. So that way, they're making the most out of their time here.
Okay, guys, so we're going to wrap it up here at the Hostel Shop at Stevens Point. We've had a great time here with Breanna and all the crew back there at the Hostel Shop. They've made us feel very welcome, and we've had a good chance to see everything that goes on here. Hope you guys have had a good view of all of what the Hostel Shop could do. So, Breanna, thank you so much for showing us around.
Thank you so much for coming, Gary, and thank you to everyone from the Laidback Bike Report for tuning in. And I hope you liked what you saw and really excited about this opportunity.
Yeah, come visit. So, it's a destination shop, guys. It's worthwhile making a trip. I think you'll find that if you show up. So, all right, guys. So thanks a lot for watching the LBR at your LBS here at the Hostel Shop in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. So long from now.
Goodbye from
Hi, Breanna. It's nice to see
Nice to
you.
see you, too.
It's great to be here at the Hostel Shop.
Yes, it is. It's really nice. I'm glad you guys could come and join us.
It's great to be here. We said that 6 times. Let's do that again.
Okay.
You want to do that? You're going to look at action shot. I'm going to tell you from experience.
It's better to have your feet.
I've done like this and stuff. I look like a doofus. They call it Bachetta.
Okay.
But then people will say that the correct pronunciation is Bachetta.
Right.
But I'm not going to correct the people whose company it is, I guess. So
Right.
I'm saying
I wouldn't
Bachetta.
either.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Shall I remove myself from the
Yeah,
trike?
that'll probably work. Yeah,
Okay.
want to go for a little ride here.
How you like it, Austin? Is it fun? Yeah. That's as good an interview as I usually get.